In a few minutes, you'll be shifting your attention to the final module of the LEAD Foundations course, Understanding Collaboration. This module is 80% self-directed learning, meaning that after the introduction, your facilitator will provide you with instructions, and then each small group will work through most of the material on its own. So remember, practice synergogy, the collective approach to learning in which the members of each team teach and learn from one another. But first, we need to point out a critical distinction. We actually differentiate between two meanings of the word collaboration, two types, type 1 and type 2. Obviously, there is a dictionary definition, usually something like this: the action of working together to produce, create, or achieve something. Type 1 is the LEAD Foundation's meaning of collaboration, defined as the dynamic interaction between cooperation and coordination. We also refer to type 1 as small or lowercase c. Now, type 2 is the post-industrial meaning of collaboration, defined as the influence relationship among collaborators who intend and enact real significant changes reflecting their mutual purposes. Now, we also refer to type 2 as capital or uppercase C. Joseph Rost was adamant that the leaders and followers in the leadership relationship both did leadership. In his mind, there was no room for followership in the leadership relationship. Now, this is why in 1997 he removed the word follower from his original definition in 1991. Substituting the word collaborator reduced the conceptual distance between the leader and the follower, and more importantly, removed the leader-follower or manager-subordinate position and power distinctions between them. There was really no other way to accomplish this, except for Joseph Rost to make the radical and even some say heretical decision to remove the word follower, which simultaneously removed the concept of following from the definition of post-industrial leadership. I honestly and humbly believe that Rost would have eventually taken the next logical step and removed the word leader, leaving the word collaborators to represent all the people in the leadership relationship. That's why, through a careful consideration and examination of the evolution of Rost's thinking, the Institute for Post-Industrial Leadership reformulated his definition in 2021 as an influence relationship among collaborators who intend and enact real significant changes that reflect their mutual purposes. Proclaiming that only leaders are responsible for leadership is decidedly inappropriate and demonstrably inaccurate. Becoming competent collaborators and adopting the collaborator role is the only way of overcoming leader centricity, which today, sadly, still perpetuates the existence of followers and followership. Now, it's ironic that the final nail in the coffin of leader centricity is removing the word leader itself from the definition of leadership. Based on the post-industrial leadership definition, collaboration has emerged as the most critical variable in the leadership construct, with real and significant change becoming the most distinguishing characteristic. The essential elements of post-industrial type 2 collaboration are: 1. Collaboration is an influence relationship. Multidirectional, non-coercive, social interaction based on persuasion. Number 2, collaborators are the people in the relationship. Leaders and followers become collaborators through rigorous personal growth and development. Taking on the role of collaborator is a voluntary choice for leaders and followers. And becoming a collaborator is neither a promotion for a follower nor a demotion for a leader. Number 3, collaborators intend and enact real significant changes, collectively identifying, intending, and initiating real significant change, which, as you know, is the most distinguishing characteristic of leadership. And lastly, collaborators develop mutual purposes. If mutual purposes are mutual, then changes will not reflect only what leaders want or what followers want individually. Additionally, collaboration is the conjoinment, the union of leaders and followers, which constitutes what we call the collaborative. Collaborators internalize profound principles, they personify profound principles, they integrate the principles, and then institutionalize them collectively and collaboratively. And lastly, collaborators have an intense focus on their personal growth and professional development. There will always be leaders and followers, but leading followers and following leaders is not leadership. Leaders and followers switching places is not leadership. Everyone leading together is not leadership. This explains in part why there are so many good leaders and good followers who are not good at leadership. It is collaborators who are personally obligated to usher in and advance the post-industrial paradigm of leadership. Collaboration resolves the leader-follower paradox, and it solves the problem of leader centricity. The biggest problem with the word leadership is that it begins with the word leader. In this, the 21st century of the new economic era, leadership has been reconceptualized, redefined, and indeed revolutionized. This is the brave new world of the post-industrial paradigm. Leadership is collaboration in action. Today, in our organizations, our neighborhoods, our communities, our schools and universities, and in every sector, including government, the message is clear. We can no longer cling to the industrial paradigm of a leader in a world quickly moving toward the post-industrial paradigm of leadership. Well, congratulations. You will soon complete the Lead Foundations course, but you will never complete your personal leadership journey. Stay the course. You are not alone.